Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Georgia and today I'm going to be watching season 4 episode 12 of Supernatural. If you want access to my uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Last episode was an episode where it turned out that humans were the villain. I was quite dissatisfied with the ending, but I still enjoyed the episode overall. It was one of those ones where the resolution didn't go how I'd hoped, but I can also understand why it did. I just would rather it have went a different way. But the episode was still good. And it was actually quite a scary one. It's always scarier when humans turn out to be the real villains because you think, oh, how can people do this stuff? And at the end of the day, the children weren't even the scariest part. It was the man that... well, their father. Let's say that. Their father / grandfather. Ugh. God, he wasn't even in it for long, but he haunted the entire episode because of the things that he did. Disgusting. The main point of importance in the episode was that at the end, Dean revealed to Sam that when he was torturing people in hell, he actually found gratification in it and enjoyed doing it. So he really succumbed to all evil and was enjoying ripping souls apart and killing people. So it's just another added layer of guilt for Dean, the fact not only the fact that he was killing people, but that he enjoyed doing it, which we couldn't imagine human Dean on Earth enjoying that. But hell, Dean did, and again, I feel so awful for him, the fact that he lives with these memories and regrets and feelings, because we know that Dean would never ever do that in normal circumstances. So the amount of pain that he went through led him to do that, and he won't forgive himself, and it's so hard to watch because he needs to. And I was thinking about it, I wonder if he's going to run into someone that he met in hell. Not like Alistair. Alistair was a demon. I wonder if Dean is going to run into someone that he killed in hell. Because, you know, I'm just trying to think of more ways where hell is going to crop back up again. I feel like there might be something down the line where Dean runs into someone that he killed in hell and then bad emotions come back up again for him. Or maybe if they say that they succumbed too, if someone that he killed came back and said that the same thing happened to them, maybe he would feel a bit better because it's not just him. But then if that person came back, they would most likely be a demon as well, because Dean only came back as human because an angel pulled him. Yeah, I don't know. He's never going to get over it, but he has to.
Charlie A. cut.
Wow, you're really good.
Yeah, great. Hey, show us another.
Finish your drink, Vance.
Oh. Hope he dies.
If you then would remove...
This your card?
Yeah, but it's magic that it went in the pocket. Old guy.
The light has to find me. Get it? It has to find me.
What a douchebag.
But you gotta give it a rest. You're giving me a headache. Bitter old men talking about the glory days. You know what? This douchebag isn't the joke. We are. We're sad. We're old. And we're dying.
God, is this going to be a deep episode?
What you're about to see is not a trick or an illusion. Simply a display of daring.
I don't get why Magician is a young man's game, because it's all about magic, right? If everyone's doing the same tricks, it doesn't matter who's doing it.
You sure you can slip him?
He doesn't want to, does he? Oh my god. He's gonna kill himself live on stage. That's gonna ruin your career, that's for sure. What the heck? How did he get out, and how was that transferred? I mean, I got my wish. Oh, is this gonna be hoodoo?
This is a demonstration.
Criss Angel
About
is a
demons
douchebag.
and angels.
Is he Criss Angel?
Love and lust.
What a douchebag.
All that stuff mixed up in my head.
Everyone is saying it.
He's famous. Kinda.
But whatever
For
happens,
what?
no matter
Douchebaggery?
Why are they calling him douchebags just because of his appearance? He does seem like one because of how he speaks to people, but you can't say that just based on his look.
Vance had plenty of enemies.
How so?
He would steal from other magicians all the time.
Did you find anything weird in Vance's stuff? Well, weirder?
I'm guessing this didn't belong to Vance.
He hated card tricks. Never wanted them around.
Did John slip it to him when he came up next to him and pulled a card out of his pocket? Did he slide that one in?
Yesterday, you were sad, old, and dying. Today, you're one of the great ones?
I want to do the executioner tonight.
Are you
What are these
trying to get yourself
tricks?
killed?
It's just a rope slip.
He's killing other
Houdini
people.
wouldn't try the executioner.
Exactly.
I think you're pushing your luck.
It wasn't luck. It wasn't.
I will not watch you die. I'll miss that show.
Now you'll be there. I can do it, Charlie.
How are you doing it is the question.
Smoking hot effect last night, Jim.
Jay.
Huh?
My name is Jay.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought it was
whatever.
John.
We can loop it later.
What a douchebag.
Am I as bad as him?
Couldn't agree more. Well, I heard that you use tarot cards in your act.
My act? That was a long time ago. I haven't touched the deck in years, you know.
You know the exact address?
426 Bleecker.
That's for Chief.
Are they misdirecting him? They remembered that address awfully quickly.
You are really gonna get it, boy.
Excuse me.
There's been a misunderstanding. You ain't been had until you've been had by the chief.
That sounds like a very daunting prospect.
The whole world's about to be engulfed in hellfire, and you're in Magic Town, USA.
Got something against magic?
That would almost be funny if 34 seals hadn't been broken already. 34!
34.
Sam, you might want to go after the one doing the breaking.
Lilith?
Cut the head off the snake.
Is he strong enough to do it to Lilith though? He couldn't do it to Alistair and he had white eyes.
No.
You know, this would all be so much easier if you just admit to yourself that you like it. That feeling that it gives you.
You don't know what you're talking about.
People are gonna die, Sam. Oceans of people. So you just let me know when you're ready.
I get her logic, but it's too risky.
You?
Nothing I don't want to talk about or think about ever again.
What happened?
You know, I could have you both arrested for obstruction of justice.
Oh, you're no Fed.
We con people for a living, son. It's more than a fake badge to get past us.
You got us. Yeah, we are actually aspiring magicians. Yeah, you know, with rings and doves and rings.
Could have said cards. That's literally what you're looking for. Just look at his hair now.
The executioner.
He grew confidence and a new hairstyle.
Now I will have 1 minute, 60 seconds to escape certain death. Let's see if I can do it.
Oh no, he's about to die. But he's in the episode title. Wait, who's Criss Angel actually?
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
That was amazing. That was freaking amazing.
That was not humanly possible.
Exactly. The douchebag's gone.
Hope I die before I get old.
Don't say that, 'cause you probably
Things
will.
sounds brutal, don't it?
I have no doubt in my mind one of them will die at the end of the show. It can't end with both of them living, surely.
Die before we get old.
But let's not think about that.
Haven't we
That's a long
both
time
already?
away.
You know what I mean, Dean? I mean, do you think we'll still be chasing demons when we're 60?
No. I
No.
think we'll be dead. For good.
There's Bobby.
Oh yeah, there's a poster child for growing old gracefully.
What if we could win?
When?
That would be an ideal ending for the show.
Just wish there was a way we could go after the source. That's all. Cut the head off the snake.
Lilith isn't necessarily the source.
Pulled a little sleight of hand myself.
On Dexter's body?
Yeah, so I'm thinking if this spell is a death transference, then these cards work like black magic targets. Asked around, apparently Vance was heckling Jay at the bar the day he was killed.
I wonder who's taller out of him and Sam, because he's a very tall man.
Up against the wall! God, who are you? What do you want? Now! Looking some real bad mojo to jumpstart your act.
I don't necessarily think it's him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It could be Vance's assistant, or it could be the lady at the bar, but then they weren't there for the second incident.
It's illusions, it's tricks, it's...
Unless it's his
all
friend.
So it's not right.
Seems
News
genuine.
that there would have been some badass hoodoo at us by now.
All right.
Nice
So it's
plan.
not him. Who is it? Even if Jay's not working the magic, he's still getting the reward. His shows are selling out.
What?
Guess we should have seen that one coming.
Oh no. That's not below, is it?
That's them, those are the two nut jobs
Oh,
that just
shit.
broke into my room.
No.
Grace! Hands where I can see it.
Dean Winchester, but you died 3 years ago.
Well, the things that I can do now, the cards.
You've been working the cards your whole life.
Well,
It's
about
him,
the
isn't it?
escapes? I haven't been able to slip a pair of cuffs in 30 years.
You have a sold-out house out there. Sold out. When was the last time that happened?
I really think it was him.
I was gonna kill myself. And I have no idea how I got out alive.
Whatever it is, you don't throw it away.
It's him! But who's the next target? What does he experience when that happens? Ah.
He was more than my friend. He was my brother.
Whoever's doing this, they like you. They're probably close to you.
There's only one
Charlie and
person
Vernon get
left.
along?
No, it's not Vernon.
So either Vernon's next or he's the one doing it.
See, the thing about real magic is it's a whole lot like crack. People do surprising things once they get a taste of it.
Charlie's gone.
Charlie would have wanted you to go on. This is your shot. It's our shot.
You killed him, didn't you? And for what? So that we could be back on top?
You are crazy.
You use me. And you use my
I believe
act
him
to
now.
do this to him. If you think
I wouldn't be so hard on him, Jay. He didn't do it.
Charlie,
What?
It's really me, Jay.
Oh yeah, the same scar.
Oh no, I wouldn't touch those. Vernon, they're still radioactive.
you killed Vance and Jeff Dexter.
Right? You think this
And
is a
yourself.
parlor game? You were being humiliated by those punks. A washed-up old man who couldn't even defend himself.
And now you've turned yourself back into a young man. What exactly is your message here?
I saved your life.
Is that right, Jay?
You think the first time around was good, the second time's even better. All the know-how, none of the aches and pain.
Vernon looks like he's loving it.
And who else has to die so that we can live forever? What's the
There's
price
got to
tag
be
on
some
immortality?
morals here.
This isn't right, Charlie, what you're doing. You know that.
We can be young again.
Vernon?
It's together.
How's there two people that selfish in one group?
It's magic.
Oh god. He's immortal.
Hey, bullet catch. Been working on that. All right, I will give it up. The spells, the hexes. This is the last time, I promise.
Oh Jesus. The wrong rope is breaking. What? Oh!
Jay. You picked these strangers over me?
He picked the moral high ground over you. He looks so sad.
We wanted to thank you for what you did yesterday.
I killed my best friend yesterday, and you want to thank me?
Where's
If
Vernon?
he wasn't suicidal before, he sure will
He
be
said he
now.
didn't want to speak to me again after what I did to Charlie.
You know, Charlie was never going to give up what he was doing. Ever.
He did the
He
right
did
thing.
the right thing.
Your cards.
Leave them.
Throw him away.
Damn, he really lost it all.
Okay. I'm in.
No. How has that made you want to do it?
You changed your mind.
That somehow.
I don't want to be doing this when I'm an old man.
I don't know how to feel about that decision. I surprisingly really enjoyed that episode, and I feel like that's gonna be one of the duds of the season because it was just a monster of the week. There wasn't much, well, there wasn't anything really besides the end bit, I guess. that contributed to the overall plot. But I really enjoyed the Monster of the Week, I guess. But I have a feeling it's going to be one of those episodes that isn't very popular. How I was viewing it is very different to how Sam viewed it. I would have thought it would make him stray away from it even more, this whole... I keep calling it ESP just because that's what Dean called it one time and it stuck with me. But what is it? His powers. I would see that as a reason to stay away from it, but he's seen it as a reason to do it. I guess he really sympathised with John. Not John. Where has this come from? Their dad is called John. I don't know why I keep thinking John. Jay. He really sympathised with Jay. And I guess it did bring up the whole look into the future thing, thinking realistically about what their lives could be like, and they don't. Sam didn't want to be doing this in the first place. Like, start of season 1, he only was doing it because Jess died. He's been doing it for like 3 years now, and he doesn't want to be doing it forever because he didn't even want to start. He decided to continue because he thought it's what Dad would have wanted. But like, when you think, do you really want to be doing these for the rest of our lives? You don't want to. But likelihood is that they will die doing this job. Like Dean said, they both have died already, and they probably will die at other points throughout this show too. It's not ideal to be doing this forever, but I don't see why Sam thinks stopping Lilith will stop everything, because Lilith is the biggest enemy right now. She wants to free Lucifer, so they do need to stop her in the meantime. But stopping Lilith won't eradicate all demons on Earth. Like, there's always going to be monsters and demons and spirits. Like, that's just demons. That's just one thing. There's loads of other beings that they can't get rid of them all, realistically. Unless they find a hack somewhere where they're able to do that. They're not going to be able to. Continuing with his powers isn't going to do that. He can expel demons from bodies, sure, but he can't get rid of every monstrous being on Earth. I would have seen it as how... Like they said, how magic is like crack, and once you get started with it, you can't stop. And that is how his powers seem to be. I actually said that in Metamorphosis, didn't I? Where I don't think he'll be able to give it up because the satisfaction he gets when he succeeds will be too much and make him want to do it more. And that is also what Ruby said as well. It must be so nice actually managing to save the human being inside the body. But the risk comes too far. Charlie went right to the selfish, dark side. He was just doing it, killing people with no remorse. Sam could end up going that way too. That was even more of a scare factor for me, but he was thinking more about the human part of it rather than the bad part of it. And yeah, he made the wrong decision, I'm going to argue. I mean, I don't know how it pans out yet. It could all be well and good, and his powers could be the thing that end up killing Lilith by the end of the season. But it just makes me nervous now. I was so for his powers at the start of the season. I was like, yes, he's doing it! But it keeps spelling out bad news, and the Angels aren't going to be happy about this decision. Who was Criss Angel? Do I have to Google that? I really thought Criss Angel was going to be the demon guy. Oh, Criss Angel is a real magician. The name of the episode is referring to Criss Angel, a real-life illusionist, and the basis for the character Jeb Dexter. Jeb even mentions that angels in Vegas with Cirque du Soleil. Oh, never heard of him. But does this mean that the real-life person is a douchebag? If not, that's, you know, that could be slander. Okay, I got way too hung up on that. Sometimes I get really hung up on the episode titles. That guy was a douchebag though. I also quite like the theme of them being older magicians and losing their faith in themselves because society has made them lose that faith. Magic is a young man's game, and you know, they kind of had their run and they were finding it very hard to move on. And we also had the polaring sides of like someone who went right down to the dark side of wanting to retain youthfulness, willing to do anything in order to do that, and he actually did, which was Charlie. Then we had Jay, who was sad. He was the one who initially was really sad about it and was literally suicidal and wanted more than anything to have his success back, but he wasn't willing to resort to this. And then we had Vernon, who literally had like no part in anything, but he was willing to join Charlie's side, and become useful again. It's like the person that was at the lowest point had the most moral conscience. He ended up alone. He ended up in even worse position. No friends. Vernon turned out to be a bit of a shitbag. He left him because he killed his friend who was killing other people. Like, yeah, actually Vernon was pretty bad. Poor Jay. He did the right thing, but he ended up alone. But you should still always choose the right thing. Sam. It's hard to know what the right thing is though, really. There's like, you know, consequences. There's the right thing for the greater good and then the right thing for yourself. I guess Charlie chose the right thing for the greater good and Sam thinks he's doing that too. Oh god, how is this whole thing gonna turn out? Dean's not gonna be very happy. Neither are the angels. I'm very nervous. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my reaction to season 4 episode 12 of Supernatural. If you want to watch my uncut reactions to Supernatural, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed and I'll see you next time for episode 13. Bye.